She thought I was boring. To calm, too predictable. To good. But sometimes, good doesn't look exciting. It looks consistent. And she mistook consistency for dullness. She lost a good man for a temporary thrill. Her name was Rhea, a woman with a spark in her eyes and chaos in her soul. She loved attention, the kind that came fast, burned bright, and disappeared just as quickly. When she met me, I was steady, not rich, not flashy, just a man with purpose, peace, and love to give. She said she admired that. Said she was tired of drama, ready for something real. I believed her. Because when you love with sincerity, you don't expect someone to mistake it for weakness. In the beginning, everything felt right. We laughed, we dreamed, we planned. She called me her peace, but peace, I realized later, isn't exciting enough for someone addicted to chaos. She wanted late night arguments, jealous texts, chasing and games and emotional roller coasters. I offered her honesty, stability, and love that didn't need conditions to survive. She said she wanted that, but her actions told another story. Slowly, the distance began, the late replies, the I'm busy messages that didn't feel honest. The spark in her eyes now aimed somewhere else. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I wasn't romantic enough. Maybe I wasn't spontaneous enough. Maybe being good wasn't enough. But then I realized you can't compete with someone's craving for chaos. One night, she said it, words that still echo softly in my memory. You're a great guy, but I just need to feel something again. I asked, what do you mean? She looked away. I don't know. Everything feels too stable, too calm. And that's when it hit me. She wasn't looking for love. She was chasing a feeling. A few weeks later, she was gone. Not with closure, not with honesty, just gone. I found out through whispers, mutual friends, and social media. The same woman who said I was too calm was now posting stories with someone new. A guy with tattoos, a fast car, and no intentions of staying. And I smiled, not because I didn't care, but because I finally understood. She didn't leave me for someone better. She left me for something louder. The first few nights were heavy. My bed felt colder, my chest heavier. You see, losing someone you love hurts, but losing them to their own immaturity hurts even more. Still, I didn't chase, didn't call, didn't beg, because real love doesn't need convincing. And if peace wasn't enough for her, then my silence would be. Months passed. The pain softened into reflection. I started focusing on myself again. Work, gym, travel, growth. Every day, I became a better version of the man she couldn't appreciate. And as I grew, I realized I didn't lose her. She lost me, because a man who's loyal, gentle, and grounded is rare. And once you lose him, you don't replace him. You regret him. And regret always comes late. One night, months later, she texted, "Hey, how have you been?" I knew that tone. The I messed up tone. The thrill faded, and now I miss stability tone. I replied politely, just enough to be kind, but not enough to open old doors. She said, "I see your photos. You look happier. You've changed." I had to. I replied, "You can't stay broken forever." There was a pause. Then she said quietly, "You were good to me." I didn't realize it then. I smiled. "You did realize it. You just didn't value it." A few weeks later, I saw her again in a cafe where we used to sit for hours. Same place, different energy. She looked tired. Not physically, but emotionally. The light in her eyes was dimmer, like she'd finally realized not every spark is warmth. She smiled softly and said, "You seem so peaceful." "I miss that." I nodded. "You don't miss me." Rhea, you missed the peace you felt when you were with me. Her eyes glistened, not with anger, not with pride, but with regret, because she finally understood the truth. Temporary thrills fade fast, but good souls stay unforgettable. Now, when I look back, I don't feel bitterness. I feel gratitude, because she taught me that not everyone who says they want love knows how to handle it. And sometimes, losing someone who doesn't value your heart isn't a loss, it's a blessing. She lost a good man, the kind who listens, who forgives, who stays. She traded peace for chaos, loyalty for lust, depth for destruction. And now, she's left with noise, loud, meaningless, temporary noise. Meanwhile, I found silence, and in that silence, I found myself. She thought she was chasing excitement, but all she did was run from stability. And one day, when the thrill faded, she turned around and realized the truth. The calm she once called boring was the love she'll never find again. She lost a good man, not because he stopped loving her, but because she never learned to love him right. And that's the price of chasing temporary highs. You lose people who were ready to build something permanent. Now, when she watches me from afar, smiling, growing, glowing, I know she remembers, not me, but the piece she threw away for a rush, because the thrill ended, but I didn't. I evolved. Quietly. Completely.